The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome on there to the Diagnostics Trading Hour. We got the markets up and running. We got the S&P is up just over 12 points. We got the Russell up 11, and the Nasdaq's up 31 points. We got the Dow up 124, another triple-digit day on the Dow. We got oil moving on down $1 right now. That's almost 1% move down on oil. Natural gas is up over 1.25%. We got corn moving quite a bit. It's down 5 points right now. That may not sound like a lot, but that is a 1% move on corn. And soybeans also down about 1%, down 13 points on the day. Right now, Euro dollar is up 80 pips. Aussie dollar is up 35. Pound dollar is up 77 pips. Dollar CAD's down 36. Dollar franc is down 65. The Euro yen is currently up $1.47. Pound yen is up $1.62. U.S. yen is up 50 pips on the day right now. And we got gold down just a mere 70 cents. Silver down 1% right now. And we got copper is up 0.6%. I'm going over all these different levels here. These are most of the markets traded on Nadex. There's a few others. You can also trade the DAX. You can trade the FTSE. You can trade the Nikkei at night. You can also trade pound yen and euro yen over on Nadex. We got the whole contest going on, the TFNN trading contest, giving away $10,000 this week. And if you registered, last week in time, then you're able to get in on that. And I know we're going to have some more information up on the website next week, tomorrow, with leaderboards. And we'll be making the announcements early next week on who won the contest. But we'll be making some daily announcements on, just leaderboards, who's placing, where they're at, and possibly even having some people on Tommy O'Brien, some of the daily winners as well, on his show. So, it's rocking along. Hopefully you're taking advantage of this contest. I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing how it turns out with everybody. And if I can help you in any way, please do let me know. You can give me a call right here at 1-877-927-6648. Again, that's 1-877-927-6648. If you want to know how to trade Nadex, you got a question, you're trying to figure out how the binary works, how the spread works, etc. So if you're trying to figure that out, then just give me a call. I'll be glad to help you out. I trade it each and every day, and look forward to helping any one of you in any way that I can. And like I said, we're going to be getting that leaderboard up, tonight, tomorrow morning, so that way you can sort of see where you're at, where you're ranked at, on that race to the top prize, $3,000 cash trading in demo, and then it goes on down from there, $1,500, and then like we said, we have the daily prizes. We have prizes all the way to 10th place as cash prizes for the week, and then we got daily cash and book prizes every single day with a copy of Tommy O'Brien's book, The Art of Timing the Trade. And if you haven't got a Nadex account, even if, whether you are or even if you're not in the contest, make sure you hop on over to TFNN's website, click on the Nadex banner, and go ahead and sign up for that. You can go on and under trading, you'll see demo trading account. Okay, again, demo trading account right here. And to fill in the information takes about 15 seconds. And of course, if you signed up for the contest, you got a unique login just for this contest. So you need to be using that unique login because you got one again just for this contest sent to you. So make sure you're not using your old demo, and of course, and then not placing the trades with the trading contest demo account. Want to make sure you are using the right one. But if you haven't got in, if you are not currently in the competition, you want to figure out what all this is about. What is all the hype about? Why are people so interested in Nadex? First step, hop on over there, sign up for your demo access account, and next step, figure out how all this works. And if you're in the, if you're in the competition, you need to get the best tools to get you the best edge. And you can get access to them for free. Just hop on over, and right down here, you can click on the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer. This also has been upgraded to now include the binary analyzer as well, and the deviation levels. And so once you sign up for that, again, you get a 2-week free trial. So it will run through the entire length of the contest for you. And you can just click on the scanner, and you'll notice it's a bonus button right here. You get the binary scanner. And so you can go in And you can find trades. And people sort of, they get a little bit lost. They're like, well, why do I need the scanner? What does the scanner do for me? Does the scanner tell me what to trade? The scanner is not there to tell you what to trade. The scanner is basically like when to trade, I guess. Maybe what to trade would be the actual correct answer, but not when to trade. So if you go in and you're like, I think your dollar is going to go up or down or, whatever, then, depending upon what strategy you want to do, maybe you're doing a new strategy. If you didn't catch it, check out my archive from the Bull Bear Binary Hour. They may have replayed that also in the Diagnostic Hour, but definitely the Bull Bear Binary Hour from last Friday. And I went into news trading, and I showed how to do a trade. And I showed the dollar franc on the U.S. non-farm payroll report that came out on Friday and how to trade that. And I walked through it step by step and literally went into the scanner, and I showed just, okay, we go to live, we go over here, we go to demo, whatever. And once you do that, then I was like, okay, then I just put in, 0.5 of my reward to risk ratio. You can, if you want to, put $100 in here in maximum risk. I only will do that if I'm doing a straddle. Okay, I don't do it any other time. So I'll do a straddle right there, and then I can do buy or sell. If I'm doing a straddle, I'm going to do both. And then I'll go down here, and it'll show me, what exists. So I could go in, and then I'll be able to see what contracts actually meet the qualifications for that market that I want to trade. And if I ever don't see anything, then there's a simple trick. It's just called a reset. So because you're probably pushing everything out that could possibly qualify for a trade. So you hit reset filters because that means you have something clicked somewhere that you don't mean to. Okay? So I'll start with just one thing at a time. So 0.5. There we go. Now we narrowed down a lot of things. And then I may go up here and I may add in 100 on there. That'll narrow down even more for me as far as the risk. Now I get rid of everything that has less than $100 risk. And then I can start looking at different trades. So buy, sell. Now if I think it's going to go up, I can click buy right there. And by doing that, you scroll back down, notice all the sells are gone. And so now I have, a variety of trades. I got one that expires at 2, 3 of them expire at 3 o'clock. So here are the possible choices out of all the spreads that exist. Out of, when there was a lot. Let me show you how many there were because it's easy to forget. Okay? Look at this. This was everything you were going to have to go through and do the math on before. All of this mess, okay? So by going, 0.5, 100, buy, then now we just get 4 possible choices. And then we have to decide which ones are the best. So what the scanner does, it filters it down for you, and you can add more and more filters based on what you're looking for in a trade. Well, let's see here. We got, first thing I'm going to look at is time. So one says 45 minutes, the other 3 are 105 minutes. So they're sort of on equal footing as far as time, except for that first one. So I got to decide, is there a big edge with that 45-minute one over any of the other 3? And so I scroll across, and I'm like, okay, well, 3 pips, 3 pips, 5 pips, 3 pips. Okay, so what about risk? That's pretty close right there. And that's to break even. By the way, what do I mean when I say to break even? What I'm saying is, how far would the euro dollar have to move by expiration for you to get all of your risk capital back? You'll still get some back if it doesn't expire below the floor, but to get all of it back, how far would it have to move? And so in this case, it would have to move 3 pips. Okay, not a big deal. 2 pips, 4 pips, 3 pips, who cares? So I'm like, okay, well, that's not really a disqualifier. I'm still not sure about that time unless there's a big edge. And I go, let's see, $17 risk, 57, well, that's a lot more risk. 9, that's less risk. 77, that's more risk. Okay, well, I like this $9 one for 5 pips versus $17 for 3 pips because I get 60 more minutes and I have $10 less risk. So, which doesn't sound like a whole lot when I say 10, but that's basically half the amount of risk. So if you're doing 100 contracts, obviously that adds up. So I'm like, okay, I don't want that 44-minute one. So I'll go up here and I'll go, let's just get it off the screen. Let's say I want at least 60 minutes to expiration. Now, again, if I'm in, the last 30 minutes of trading and I have a minimum of 60 minutes, nothing's going to show up because everything only has 30 minutes left of trading. So that's when, nothing will show up and you may have to reset your filters or just know which one you messed up on there. But for now, what that does, it drops everything off but these 3 possible choices for me. So now I have 3 choices left. They all have the same amount of time until expiration. They've had pretty equal break-even distance. But the risk and reward is now the big factor. Okay? And so I can look at live, I can look at demo, and So by doing that, what I can see is, there's 10 contracts on this one. There's $10 risk, $58 risk, and $78 risk. Well, if I have the same amount of time and only have 2 more ticks to break even, why would I do any other contract besides this one? Okay? But this thing can only lose money, down to 32.60. And right now, when I click on the thing, it's not that far away from where the market is. So, it's only a few ticks away. So I have $10 risk. With $10 risk, and by the way, that includes the 90-cent exchange fee. If I have $10 risk, then I have no reason to use a stop loss. And I'm controlling $13,267, okay, for basically $10. So, we're talking a 1,300 to 1 leverage. And so why use the one above it? That's a $59 risk. You can only make $39. There's literally no reason to use the one above it. I mean, for another tick to break even, take on another $50 in risk, no way. So we've wiped that one out. What about the one below it? The only advantage the one below it has is it could make money up to 170 pips because it has a wider spread. So it can make money all the way up to here. And so one might be tempted to go, well, that one can make more money going up, so I'm going to choose it. But that's really not your best scenario. How do I know that? Well, I look at the reward to risk ratio column over here on the right side, right there. And look at that. See how I can see that one in the middle says 9 to 1 reward to risk ratio. So for every $1 at risk, I can make $9. I'd be better off, if I was willing to risk $78, I'd be better off buying 7 or 8 of the middle ones because I would make a lot more money if it were to actually get all the way up to 33.60. Okay? Now, your dollar's already moved basically 100 pips today already as it is. So I don't necessarily expect it to fly on up. But what I do want you to just pay attention to is there's a definite advantage. This reward ratio can help you out a lot. I don't go there first. Notice I go there last. Because I want to look at how much time do I got. Because if I only have 5 minutes, well, it doesn't matter how much profitability is in there. I only have 5 minutes for it to move. I'd have to have a really good reason for getting into that trade, thinking something's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. So, I'll look at time first, then I'll look at break-even distance. So how far does it have to move? If it's only a couple pips difference, that's really, to me, it doesn't matter. Okay? Now, if we're talking 25 pips versus 3, well, that's huge. That's a big difference, and I need to have a good reason for doing that, like I'm doing a straddle or a strangle or something like that right before a major impact news event. Like maybe, US NFP, like we were doing last Friday. But if it's close, then that's really not important to me. So now I'm going to look at risk, and I'm like, wow, well, the risk, this one definitely wins. The reward, this one seems to be better until I look at reward to risk ratio. So what the scanner has done is, without me having to do any math, just a little bit of analysis of the results. Okay, I just have to sort of look at the results and go, what is definitely the best one? It's definitely that middle spread. So, anyways, hopefully y'all are starting to learn how to use this. It will help you a lot. It makes your decisions quick, so that way when you're looking at the charts, you already know what you're going to do. And we'll talk more about that process when we get back from this break. Stay right there.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
TFNN is having an open house in the Tiger's Den for 2 weeks, and the best part is that everyone is invited and you just have to be a member at TFNN. The open house in the Tiger's Den has already begun and will last through our week-long virtual trading competition, which ends September 13th. Use this time to exchange trading ideas with other traders in the virtual chat room and discuss trading strategy while gaining high-definition access to all TFNN hosts, charts, and screens during their live daily programs. If you're not already a member at TFNN, then the easiest way to become a member is by simply signing up for our $10,000 virtual trading competition, and the rest takes care of itself. In order to register for TFNN's virtual trading competition, you have to sign up by Thursday, September 5th at noon, and that's right around the corner. So don't wait and sign up now. For all the information and to fill out your entry, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN's open house in the Tiger's Den for 2 weeks only, ending September 13th. Sign up today. McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the Forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Wouldn't it be great if
Darrell takes your phone calls now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, we're going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And we got a call right now from Wayne out in Mesquite, Texas. Fellow Texan, I'm right here in Fort Worth. How you doing, Wayne? You there?
Yeah, hello?
All right. Oh, hey there. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Awesome. Well, you got a question about gold?
Yeah, I was trying to place a trade, and, I'm new to the system and everything, and I just wanted to see if you could show me, like, a regular trade. I was trying to do a weekly on gold. I was trying to sell the 1387.5 contract, and
okay.
I can't tell between the bid and the ask. I think that's too big of a spread. Can I go in between there?
Okay, let me pull it up and we'll do it together. Okay. All right. So you're doing a binary contract on gold, right?
Uh huh.
All right. So let's go over here. Let's reset all my filters so I can be on the same place as you. I'm gonna go over here to gold. And what you want to do the weekly contract? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the weeklies, and you want to do the 97?
87.5.
1387.5. Okay.
And
let me open that.
I put in for 50. But I can't tell. It shows 45 and 51. I was trying to split the difference. I don't know what
Well,
are you allowed to do that?
When you're allowed to do it, but a trader has to take it, just like in any options market. Okay. So the thing is, like if you're trading, say, I don't know, NASDAQ, or whatever listed options, you have like 12 different exchanges competing for that, over ARCA and everything else, and they're going in, and you got different. So you have to have somebody that's going to come in and fill that in between. So a market maker might fill it, but the market maker right now is sort of posting, there's like, here are the quotes I'm willing to fill. So if somebody wants to take your 50, they'll take it. But if another trader or a market maker doesn't want to take that, they'll say, I'll take it, I'm not willing to go in and buy at that price right now, then you won't get filled because you're trying to sell at 50, right?
Right, I'm thinking it's going down. That's right. I want to sell it, right?
Right. Okay, so you're trying to sell at 50.
Man.
So even if you were, let's just say that you, basically, what I can definitely tell you is you're making it way too tight to have any chance of getting it filled. Because you're really not giving, like whenever you're, like, whenever I'm trading, just say calls or puts on Apple or whatever, okay? So the rule of thumb is you go in, you go to the mid, if you are trying to, basically what you're doing here is you're negotiating, right? So you go to the mid price of the bid and ask. So if it's 45 by 51.50, and which maybe when you put in 50, maybe it was the mid price. So right now the mid price would be right around 47. So you'd have to adjust that down a few notches because a market maker wants to make a little bit of bid-ask spread in there, and usually you give them like a little percent of that. So I usually go in and I'll pay them like 60% of the bid-ask spread, meaning I want a 40% discount. So you don't really go for a 50% discount or less, or you're probably never going to get filled by a market maker. Another trader may take you, but a market maker usually won't take you. So what I can tell you is a lot of times you're really just, it depends on how bad do you want the fill. Because these things can go from 45 to 10 in 5 seconds. And literally, sometimes in a second. So you can, would I rather save a couple bucks, or would I rather, just go in and get the fill and take the trade? Like right now, I guess you just adjusted it to 47. So,
yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah, so I saw that. So
yeah.
It come through on my screen as well. I see you're 47 now, so if I want to buy at 47, I can. Which is great. If a trader wants to go opposite of you, they can go in and they can take that trade and go, hey, I think it's going up, or I think it's going down, or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty hard to negotiate the bid-ask spread at this point too much. If you get filled, you're probably get filled just because the market oscillated and hit your price. So it's more like you did a limit order than you did so much of a negotiation. But if I do negotiations, I'll go for like 40% discount on a negotiation whenever I do a bid-ask spread negotiation on an option.
So like right now they're offering 45.50 or something like that.
Yeah, they're offering 45.50 by 52.
47.
Right. If you open up the ticket, you can actually see the second level and third level quotes as well.
How do you do that?
Just click on the ticket again. Or if you're in the scanner, you can just click on buy or sell and it'll pop it up for you. Stay right there. We'll talk about this a little bit more after the break, okay? All right. We'll be right back right after this commercial break.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. With the stock market flirting with all-time highs and volatility back, now is the perfect time for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights. On Monday, June 24th, Tom O'Brien closed out all 5 open positions in his daily newsletter, Market Insights, with all trades being profitable and ranging from a 2.23% gain all the way to more than an 11% gain in just one position for an incredible 32.7% profit combined between the 5 trades. Let Tom O'Brien's years of market experience work for you. If you'd like to see for yourself what kind of trading newsletter Tom O'Brien delivers to his clients each morning, then now is a perfect time to sign up for a 2-week free trial to his daily newsletter, Market Insights. In a volatile market like we currently have, the potential for fast market moves like we've seen recently is a trader's dream. So don't wait any longer. Sign up for your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today at the front page of TFNN.com. Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com. TFNN is having an open house in the Tiger's Den for 2 weeks, and the best part is that everyone is invited and you just have to be a member at TFNN. The open house in the Tiger's Den has already begun and will last through our week-long virtual trading competition, which ends September 13th. Use this time to exchange trading ideas with other traders in the virtual chat room and discuss trading strategy while gaining high-definition access to all TFNN hosts' charts and screens during their live daily programs. If you're not already a member at TFNN, then the easiest way to become a member is by simply signing up for our $10,000 virtual trading competition, and the rest takes care of itself. In order to register for TFNN's virtual trading competition, you have to sign up by Thursday, September 5th at noon, and that's right around the corner. So don't wait and sign up now. For all the information and to fill out your entry, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN's open house in the Tiger's Den for 2 weeks only, ending September 13th. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Got Wayne here on the line from Mesquite, Texas. We're talking about gold, bid-ask spreads, and getting filled and putting everything together on Nadex binaries for the trading competition here. Are you in the trading competition, Wayne?
Yeah. Let me see. I did a S&P to go down, or the U.S. 500, and I think I did a Nadex to go up. I did those already. I was just trying to get some positions in and understand how they work. Now, as the price gets closer to that 87.5, what's going to be coming up?
Yeah, you're not going to see much of a price change at all. It's going to be worth right around $50.
Okay.
So a couple of lessons for you on this, because I noticed you're doing the weekly contract. Just like in any option, the longer there is till expiration, the slower it moves. Okay? So if I'm going to trade, especially for a contest, you're probably not even going to honestly want to touch the weeklies that much, because they're going to take a long time to move. And let me show you an example of what I mean. Okay? I don't know if are you able to see on Tiger TV right now?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen? Okay, great, excellent. So let me show you a few things, and I definitely would recommend to hop on and get the free trial of the spread scanner and the binary scanner, because it literally could mean the difference between you winning and losing the contest. It could help a lot. Okay.
Well, I was going to try that after I learn a little bit more.
Well, actually, when you get in, here's what happens. You go into tutorials, and I actually teach you from the start. I go, here's what a binary is, here's how it works, here's how the pricing moves. Like, the important things you need to know, I actually go through step by step. So as soon as you get in there, there's like specific focused videos just to teach you how to do this. So a lot of people, they make the mistake of thinking that the scanner is an advanced tool. And it's like, it doesn't matter whether you're brand new or been trading this for a long time, like it's going to help you a ton. Because you're not having to figure out a lot of things, it's already figured out for you. But let me show you what I mean by choosing like intradays versus dailies versus weeklies or whatever. I'll go in here, I'll pick a euro dollar, okay? And I'm going to get rid of all my filters. And I'm just going to put a couple of them on here. Because what I want you to see is how that price moves slow versus fast. And obviously in a competition, you gotta get it moving, right? So when a binary gets, this is a very important rule for you to remember, okay? A binary will be worth 0 or 100 at expiration, okay? And if a binary is, while it's trading, if the underlying market's at the same price as the binary strike, the binary will be worth basically $50, give or take a few dollars on bid-ask spread, okay? So it's going to be right at 50. So in other words, if I buy something that's like 10 ticks away and it moves, I'm maybe going to see a couple dollar move on the binary, okay? Especially if it's like a weekly. And so what I'll do is a way to sort of show this, if we can get some that are somewhat lined up. Okay, here, see like this 3280, like it's 33.50? And then this 3280 is $38. Okay, there's 4 hours. It moves $4, like of time decay, or make or lose time decay. Okay, if we go to 3280 up here, it's still 33. Like there's literally not a dollar difference in time decay between 7 a.m. and 3 a.m. So there's no reason to even do the 7 a.m. or the 11 a.m. unless you want that additional time. But it's not going to move any faster. And then you go up even further, 3280 is $27, and now there's like $5 more, and it's only like $7 if you go up 4 more hours later. Then you get up to 3 o'clock, and 3280 is $11.50. Now you're starting to see, it cuts almost in half. So, and you can also look like the strike above it. One of the things I'll do is I'll go in here, and there's a simulator, which is really, really helpful. You can go simulate a range. You can say, if I was going to do the euro, dollar, gold, or whatever, let's say it moved up or down, 20 pips or ticks, and I hit OK on here, it'll actually tell me what that would be worth. So like this 3280 down here on the weekly, or let's see if we get close to 3275, that one right there says it's going to move. If it moves 20 ticks, I'm basically going to make nothing. I'm going to cover my bid-ask spread. Okay? If I go to 3280 up here and it moves up 20 ticks, then I'm going to make $13 on the trade. On this one, I'll make $20 on the trade. The one that expires at 7, if the one that expires at 3, I'll make $18. So again, that 3 and 7, there's really not a big difference. At 11 o'clock, 3280, I'll make $26. So now I'm starting to make some cash. At 7, I'd make $36. At 3 p.m., I'd make $50. I'd make a lot more money on the trade. And I'd make $78 on the 3274 one that expires here, the next 30 minutes or so. So basically, it's going to move a lot faster the closer it gets to expiration. And you're going to see when it goes in the money, like let's say it goes above, like you buy and it goes above that strike, it'll make money slowly. But as it gets close to expiration, instead of making like $1 or $2 for a 10-pip move, it'll make like $30 for a 10-pip move because it has less time to expiration. So you're going to want to put a lot of your focus on like the intradays and dailies, and very little focus on the weeklies. The weeklies are, in my opinion, are more for someone who doesn't really have any time to trade. They want to put a trade on and sort of see how it goes. And then if you're doing something like you're talking about, like you think the Nasdaq's going to go, down and the S&P's going to go up, or, what you're doing is called a strangle strategy. And it's where you're going both directions. And so you just got to make sure that you're going to make more on one than you're going to lose on the other. Because let's say if you bought the S&P for 20, you sold the Nasdaq for 80, or actually, sold it for 80, then you could make $80 on the one you bought, you could lose 80, or make 80 on the one you sold. That'd more than cover the $20 on the side. But if you bought one for 50 and sold one for 50, and both markets usually are going to go up together or down together, not perfectly, but they pretty much go in the same direction on a general basis. So you'd lose 50 on one and make 50 on one. You'd basically make nothing on the trade. So you just want to make sure there's enough profit and loss when you do like a strangle type strategy like that. And that'd really just be a cross market spread. Like if you do futures, you can do the same thing. You can buy one and sell the other. But
those gold ones, when you have the time, that means that's when it's going to expire that day.
Yeah, and the gold is going to, most of the contracts will, their end of day expiration is going to be when the pit expires. or when the pit closes, I mean. So when the open outcry shuts down. So like gold's open outcry shuts down at 1:30. So that's why a lot of times on the show, you know, I don't know if you've heard some of my previous shows, I'll go through and I'll do gold trades that expire at 1:30. Like I would do 5-minute trades. So now when I say don't have the time, it doesn't mean like I'm saying somebody wants to spend like 5 minutes a week on a computer. That's like a weekly, okay? I know guys who spend like maybe 30 minutes to an hour a day, and that's all they spend trading, and they just trade like right before expiration. They do what's called premium collection trades. And those are the ones I usually do on the radio shows. I'll do premium collection because I can do them fast and be in and out of them during the show itself. And so I'll go in and like the trade's going to expire. Let's say like, that's not even as deep. Let's see if I can find one maybe like on crude or something. I don't know, I'll just randomly pull one up. I'm not really picking a trade. But let's say if I was going to do, you know, I think oil's going to stay above 109.38, okay? Between now and 2 o'clock. Then I could actually buy that contract, and as long as it didn't expire below 109.38, which means it'd have to drop about 20 ticks, then I'd be profitable. I'd make like $8 on the trade. So if it got down to 109.38, I know it's only going to be worth $50, so I can get out. And if you don't know that, what you can do is you can also go up here and again use the simulator, and could say what would happen if oil moved up or down 30 pips, and 30 ticks in this case, and it'd actually tell me, you know, what would it be worth. So, but
when I was going to like on the gold, it has like 10 a.m. to 12, 11 to 1, and daily to 1:30. So those expire at 12 and 1, 1:30. Is that how it works?
Exactly. And one of the really important things, if you're not using the scanner, one of the nice things about the scanner is it actually feeds all the data in live for you. So when a new one comes up, it shows it, and when an old one goes away, it drops it off the screen. If you see the 10 and 11 and 1:30s, that means like right now you have not refreshed your finder. So like right here in the bottom left where the finder is, it's like watch this. Like I won't be able to see those. When I open up gold, all I'll see is the weeklies. Okay? So you have to manually every hour click refresh if you're inside the Nadex platform, and then you'll be able to see that there'll only be weekly there.
Oh, okay.
And that can be confusing because you can think there's a trade to do and there's not, you know. So, or you think there's not a trade to do and there is, because like let's say on Forex, if I had this thing open the entire time, I wouldn't see like let's say I had it open since this morning at 9 o'clock, I wouldn't see the 10 to 12s unless I hit that refresh button, or unless I was inside the scanner, which would automatically refresh it for me.
Oh, okay.
So you just got to remember to do that every hour manually. Yeah. What's that?
They told me I had to call up, and they told me to hit F5.
F5 and refresh are the same thing. But what this will do is this will just, instead of refreshing your entire screen, it'll refresh the finder. I don't know why they tell you to hit F5. They have a refresh button in there. But yeah, just hit that refresh button right there, and that'll work just fine for you. This will automatically refresh because it's live every second. It's updating like several times a second, the pricing inside the Nadex platform. Like we're pulling it directly out of their data feed into our server and posting it on here.
Now, where's the scanner under tools?
Where to get the scanner?
Yeah.
Right here over on TFNN, you actually go down, scroll down on this little box right here, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer, and then click on that, and it'll open it up, and you can get a 2-week free trial. It costs nothing for the first 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So it's perfect for you to use, at least while you're demo trading, so you can see, you know, the advantage it has. And I mean, if it helps you pull off, you know, daily win or a couple other things like that, it could easily pay for itself on top of that. Plus, I mean, you may make a lot more just by having an edge. Because I guarantee you, I know for a fact there are a lot of traders using this right now that are in this competition. So you definitely want to at least be using it for free while the competition is going on. So you have the same edge as they do. Because they can go in and they can go, you know what, I want to trade pound dollar and I want to do, you know, XYZ trade. And they'll scroll down and they go, you know what, I want to do premium collection trades. So I'll do 65 to 95. And instantly there are their trades. And they're like, I only want ones that expire in the next 30 minutes. It's like, nothing in the next 30 minutes that qualifies. What about the next hour? You know, and they'll literally just expand it out and they'll find like what exact trades. Okay, these trades qualify for what you're looking to do right now. You can do this trade, 5,700 for 84.50, and I mean they click the button and they're done. So they don't have to go through, I mean, because there are hundreds of contracts on Nadex. if I go over here to trade, binaries, like on, let's just say FX, and I go to Forex binaries, and I go euro dollar, look at this. We got 12 to 2. There's 9 on 1 to 3. There's 21 on 3, 21 on 7, 21 on 11, 21 on 3 p.m., 21 on 7 p.m., and 21 on 11 p.m., and 20 on daily. So there's really about 150 contracts that I have to filter through manually to pick the right one. Now I can sort of just guess, but with this I know I have the exact right contract for what I want. So it helps out a lot. It just saves you a lot of time. I built this for my own trading because there were too many choices on Nadex to have to try to filter through everything. So
I just thought I was going to try to learn a little bit first.
Yeah.
That looks better.
But yeah, this it's a lot easier, and start off with the tutorials. Like right here it says get started. It'll walk you through basics, like how I teach them. These are lessons from like a trader. You know what I'm saying? So and so it's getting started and how things work and how the math works, and then also you can also send in questions anytime you want to, right here directly to me, and ask me questions. So make it a little easier for you. Another big edge is the deviation levels. I don't know if you've used these at all or not before or seen them on the show. But what I do is I take the implied volatility, which is the expected movement that's priced into options. Okay? And it actually tells us how far the market says the market will move on any given day. And I plot these on here like at 8:15 every night. And so you actually get access to those. So when you pull up a chart, you can go, how far does the market expect the market to move? So we're almost to one deviation, which is how far we expect it to move on any given day. And so it sort of lets you know, the market's probably not going to move up too much more today, so you probably don't want to be buying into that market. We got a euro dollar, we got a 1, and it touched 1.5 and just fell right off of it. So like right around 1, you basically stop adding into a position. And just little things like that give you a huge edge. It's statistics, but without having to do any math, because we do all the math for you and tell you the exact level. And that makes life a lot easier too. So it's little pieces, but there's definitely a learning curve, and that's the fun of the contest is to let you learn about binaries, let you learn about spreads, play some trades, maybe even win some money while you're at it. Win a copy of a book or something like that at least. And but I mean it's a fun way to learn how to do it. But yeah, just take advantage of these tools, and give me a call on them, and or submit a help desk ticket on them, and I'll be glad to help you in any way I can. It's just to me it's the best way to trade. I have a lot of fun trading this way, and everything's defined risk, capped risk, and I can do a huge position or I can do a small position. I can manage my risk exactly how I want to, and I can get massive leverage, like on the spreads especially. I don't know, have you ever traded like Forex or futures?
No.
No? Okay.
A lot of options.
Okay. Well, okay, so you did a lot of options. Perfect. All right. So what kind of, where have you traded options, like on stocks and stuff?
Yeah, I do Thinkorswim.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I mean, I got Thinkorswim up every day. Okay, so, on options, you're dealing with like delta and gamma and theta and vega, right?
Right.
You got to analyze all that. Have you ever traded the weekly expiration options, like that expire on Friday?
Yeah, I do those a lot.
Okay, you like those because they move faster and they cost less, right?
Yeah, usually. Get a good
okay. Well, stay right there, because I'm going to show you a way that's even better than weekly options with Nadex that most people don't even know about. Okay? So stay right there. We'll be right back after this break.
Thanks.
You bet.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page at TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.
On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.6% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. And all 6 of those winning trades had been initiated no earlier than just the previous month. With the 600th weekly Gold Report issue fast approaching, Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber, as this volatile gold market provides trading opportunities after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. We got Wayne here from Mesquite, Texas. We're talking about the Nadex products. You there, Wayne? I got you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, what I want to talk to you about, because you mentioned that you traded weekly options, is to check out the Nadex spreads. And I got some tutorials that'll catch you up pretty fast. But basically, just think of them like a call or a put. Okay? And they have a cap, but I mean the cap is like, the S&P moves 20 points. Don't worry about the cap, all right? The big advantage is whatever price you buy it at, once the underlying market gets to that price, then it's moving at like a delta of 1. And you have a time decay of maybe like, say, $4, okay? So you don't have to worry about like theta, because you only they're all 1 day. They're 23 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour or whatever, okay? And so you have a maximum delta. Your gamma maxes out your delta right away. Your theta is really not an issue at all. And you don't have to worry about rho on really anything right now anyway, but especially with 1 day. And your vega is also minimized because implied volatility doesn't have as big of an impact the further away you get from expiration. So you basically are able to go in and buy like daily options that expire in 1 hour, 2 hours, 23 hours on Nadex on these spreads. And so I call them box spreads because they look like a box, and I have a whole tutorial section on them. But you can go in and you can trade directionally. And here's what's really cool, is unlike futures that it can be really confusing because everything's a quarter of a tick or a tenth of a tick, or like 0.25, 0.11, 0.1, 0.001, 0.0001, all that. Everything on Nadex, everything ticks in a 1. Now, whether it be 1 or 0.1 or 0.01 or 0.001 or 0.001, whatever it is, it's always in a 1. So you don't have to worry about quarters and thirds and eighths and all this other stuff. And every tick on every product, whether it be the S&P, the Japanese, the US yen, whether it be the DAX or euro dollar, every tick is worth $1. So when it moves a tick, you make $1 or you lose $1. And but you get all the upside with all the leverage. Like there's a trade I was showing this morning at the very beginning on the euro dollar. It was like a 1,300 to 1 leverage. I only had $10 risk, and I can't be stopped out. So the euro dollar kept climbing. I'd be very profitable in that trade, but I only had literally $10 at risk on the trade. And they're a lot more like trading normal options or like trading the underlying market than binaries are. Binaries are a lot more statistically based. So you're going to do a lot more like in the money trades and stuff like that. Be more of a premium collector is my strategy on most of them, unless I'm doing certain unique strategies. But I'm very, very cautious about doing out of the money binaries. Whereas if you're already used to trading anything, stocks, futures, forex, options, then the spreads are actually very, very natural and easy to learn. It's a very short learning curve. So and the spread scanner makes it easier because it'll tell you how much time to expiration, and it does all the math, and it shorten stuff out. Like you can say, I only want stuff that has a 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio. I don't want to risk more than $100 on a trade, and I want to buy. And instantly, if I think the S&P is going up, then I can place these trades. And they tell me you have 2 minutes, 62 minutes, and 137 minutes till expiration. So I'm going, I don't want the 2 or 62. I just want the ones that expire at the end of the day. How far? What's the risk? And check this out. This is a perfect example. These are both great examples. This one has 1 minute and 61 minutes with $21 and $27 of risk. So almost the exact same risk, but you get another hour. But this one has the exact same amount of time to expiration, 136 minutes. The break-even distance is 5 on both, or 4 on both of them. The risk is the exact same, $72 on both of them. But this one has $226 of prop potential. This one has $326. The only difference is this one can make more money. Without the scanner, you probably would have no idea that you could be giving up $100 in prop potential. So, anyways, check it out and let me know any questions you have. And thank you so much for calling in today, Wayne.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, y'all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow right here on the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Let me know any questions you have in between. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
What's the one thing that pulls people back from the breakthrough that they're moving towards? What's the only thing that really stops people from taking action? You and I both know the answer, and sure, we can come up with the reasons why we're not where we want to be, but the only reason that we don't do more with our life is fear. Or if you're an overachiever, call it stress. Simply put, there's something that happened to us in our past that's holding us back from the life we deserve, yet you and I are okay, we're here. So why should we let our past control our future? Exactly. We shouldn't. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes with TFNN.com, and when it comes to your trading and investing, I can help you overcome your fear of loss. Together, we'll turn weakness into strength with a system I've developed called Mastering Probability. I'll teach you how to make your money work harder for you than you do for it. I'll teach you the tools that provide financial freedom. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com, click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and begin your journey of mastering probability risk-free. It's time to become a pioneer of your future versus a prisoner of your past.